never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need some.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdowns.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now. Now Dak on the option left. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott now, option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Rush working from the gun. Swinging this out for Pollard.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here's Rush on second down. This one completes a Tunyon underneath.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Rush with it on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Second and a couple. Play fake. Here's Rush.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd and 9 here. Out of the shotgun, Rush.
Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
On the return is Ward.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes this a 9-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
A terrific run there by Penny. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard. Here's Rush to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And second down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second down, here's Rush. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it out. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Ward to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he sidestepped 1 man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw, Rush. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Pollard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jalen Carter in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cooper Rush with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Folk connects on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up.
And 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Rush. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Penny, a 1st down carry.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Cowboys.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half score.
Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rush.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Rush to throw on first down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line.
And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for you. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive.
And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escape